Hello, guys. It is Queen Jamila. I haven't been here all day, but you guys know that I always make sure that I come and I am a positive inspiration for people. So, Negative Nancy, and I wanted to come and speak on some stuff. So, I just had a man that I was very good to tell me that or try to condemn my station in life. And the reason why he does this is because of his station in life, which obviously he doesn't like his station in life. And I never said that I was the richest person in the world. And I never said that I was the prettiest person in the world. I gotta put some protection up, guys. We may have to go flag someone down, guys. Let's not be contained by the devil. Let's not do that. Let's not let the devil do that to us tonight. Sitting over here healing from the evil eye. I got pink eye, my eye all swollen, y'all, so I can't get on camera because my eye is swollen. I think it got irritated. And you know how sensitive the eye is, but I do kind of think I'm healing from the evil eye, which is okay, guys, because y'all know that it is. Hey, I done been through so many spiritual wars that it ain't over till the fat lady sings. I just had a very negative person try to degrade me, try to be worthless. Let me tell y'all something. If that hater didn't see your full potential, they wouldn't have nothing to hate on, would they? So this is the reason why I don't let certain people upset me. Because when you look at the reality of how pathetic that person really is at that moment. So don't worry about the haters. Pray for your enemies. Say, I pray for thee. I pray that you get better. I pray that your life gets better. Especially when it's your ex or something. Just pray for them. Say, hey, I did all I could for you. And it's because it's usually the person that is hating on you the most is usually somebody that's close to you, like your man or your brother or your sister. Let me tell you something. It's been people that I know that have had less than me, and they were able to realize their dreams. I would never allow somebody to make me give up on my life. You know? And yes, I am 42 years old, and I'm just now getting ready to start. I'm just getting ready to buy a house, but that's okay though, because you know what? Let me tell y'all something. More than likely, if somebody is dissing and degrading you for what you don't have, trust me, they have less than what you currently have. Okay, now I wouldn't go giving them no donations. I wouldn't go and do that. Hit the thumbs up, guys, because I'm honestly in a positive mood. I've got a lot of positive things going on in my life, and I'm not going to let anybody stop me. So it is what it is. You know what? I talked to my father yesterday for about an hour, and I needed it for grounding. My dad, he's a Virgo. He's very strong. He's very powerful. And, He gave me some good sound advice. Now, I didn't agree with what he said about not having a man, but that's just my dad. He has the right. And I wasn't even, it was actually kind of funny, you know what I'm saying, when he, to hear him talk to me about relationships with men. So, and I needed my father today. I did. I needed him. And I actually called to Jesus right before he picked up the phone, because not only am I being attacked by my landlord, but I'm being attacked by another man. And you know what it is that these men are inadequate, incompetent. These men are incompetent. I found out my older cousin is out of jail. Oh man, I was so freaking happy. Oh my God. Like, I just, you know what I'm gonna do one day? I'm gonna fly my cousin out. He just got out. He did about 20 something years in prison. And just to have his energy around would be amazing. It would be amazing. Because some of these men out here, they're so low lifted. They're at a low place. I'm not degrading you. I'm not condemning you. I'm just saying, you being in your low place in your mind, and because you have to be so negative and hateful and spiteful towards me. Why? It makes no sense to me. But you know what, guys? When you in that kind of, when you got somebody doing you like that, that it was a mistake them being in your life anyway. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe that person that's hating on you came into your life to make you appreciate yourself more. And you know what? If you are a woman and you had to sit down and you had to take time off of work because you had your children and you had some man getting you pregnant every year, let me tell you something. I feel like I'm doing damn good for somebody that was in that position. So you're not going to push me. I know my journey. I know my dates. I got my goals. A lot of women, and you know what? That's what's so sad, man. It's like, and mothers get treated the worst. Oh yeah, definitely was dealing with a narcissist. Hey, D. Flynn, Spamania. Hello. So yeah, he's evil, and you know what? He is very powerful. That's why I like candles when he starts to attack. He was getting ready to attack another young woman in her chat, and she had to just tell him, well, I love you. And, and so I was in the chat saying, I'm not dealing with you anymore. And it's because I do have respect for myself. Yes, I do deserve to be treated better than what you're treating me. And I'm not going to put up. So he has a problem with me because he has a problem with beige women. He does. He has a problem with real women. He has any woman and will compare you to other women. And it's like, you're not in the place where I need a man to be in my life. So why can't you just get over it? If she's so great, then go to her, no matter who it is. But he does it specifically because he hates black women. And it's a black man. It's a black man. What's up, Weeks family? Hello, sweetheart. Y'all, my left eye is swollen. I can get on camera and show you guys though, but my left eye is swollen, you guys. Something had gotten in it last night and I kind of started rubbing it. But I think that it's probably the evil eye. I'm healing from the evil eye. Whenever you get attacked, and it's not just healers, some people heal slower than others though. It's not about not being a healer, it's about healing slow. And whenever you get any kind of spiritual manifestation, because sometimes I wake up with scratches. Whenever you have that your body's already healing. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you have anything like that. Yeah, it's the evil. I've been battling my landlord by myself. And anybody that wasn't with me right now, and I know I got so many people on my side, it's like, look, you ran out on me needed you more than anything. That's why my father answered the phone, because he knew that I needed him just to talk. I didn't even ask him for no money. And I told my dad, I said, Dad, I don't even want no money. You know what I'm saying? I just need to hear your voice. And it was very powerful talking to my father. And you know what? I'm never going to give a man that honor of calling him daddy anymore. I think that something is wrong with that. I'm going to really, really try not to do that. I'd rather date a man that I can call darling. You know what I'm saying? I like names like that. I like darling and sweet names. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit and argue and do all that. And so that's why I stay from negative people. But girl, yes. And it manifested in my left eye. I was like, oh my goodness, but it's just swollen. I'm not going to go blind or anything. It's nothing wrong. But that's crazy. Some had gotten in it and irritated it though. And you know that tissue around your eye is really, really, really sensitive. And it when I went and looked in the mirror, it was like 3 hairs that was turned upward where they had it. Because I do have kind of long lashes on the bottom. There was like 3 hairs that had turned backwards. So, all of it is a manifestation of magic. I ain't never told my enemies that they didn't have no power. I'm like, yeah, wait till you don't know where I live at no more though. So it's gonna be all right. I'm just a good person. So is my father. He's not very positive about relationships though. He's really not. He's like, my dad is like, he's 64. My father is 64 years old. And, he told me, he said, I ain't trying to. He was like, he don't want no relationship. And I don't blame him because relationships can be hard. But I still think that if you have a good person, he was telling me about some woman that was after him. And I looked in the cards and she's actually a good person. I would love my father to get a good wife. I could, you know what? I'm going to talk to my dad about that. Now, wait a minute. We know my mother gonna pop up and try to break them up and stuff because y'all, it's my life never has a dull moment. Anyway, guys, I'm always coughing and stuff because I'm in this house with this mold. And it's like, why are you attacking me? You know what? It's to make me stronger. Every time my enemy sends me negative energy, man, I am going to immediately convert that energy into inspiration. I don't give a damn. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Thank you. I don't care. Y'all can sit up here and let people get you down and stop your flow, but I don't do it because I can't. First of all, I got little ones looking at that need me. So I don't believe in that. And let me tell y'all something. And this is what I was telling my dad. I have faith in God, and undeniable faith. My God, my spirits have never failed me ever. So you can talk crazy to me while you think I'm down, but you ain't gonna never stop me. You ain't gonna never stop me, and I'm not gonna call your name. I get that from Spirit Tree. I will call her name. I get that from her because I watch her from time to time. You know what I feel? I feel like this lady must like me. Because y'all know that Mama Spirit Tree got a cat named Zeus, a black cat named Zeus. Now y'all tell me that's I actually think it's kind of cute though, because it's like an honor or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like honoring me in some kind of way, even though she's talked crazy to me. And I wanted to contact her and say, hey, can we end this beef, Spirit Tree? Like, can we end this? Like, I would really love to end my beef with her. I might try to reach out to her during the witching hour. But I'll throw my cards first because I don't want no bad lady. And I noticed that this one negative person was saying, well, black people don't like you. What are you talking about? Like, I talk to black people every day that love and respect me. And white people. I just did a reading for a white guy today. And I'm not going to allow those people over there because what they do is they're race baiters. So I'm not doing that kind of ugly no more. And I'm not going to argue with any y'all. Did y'all see my post that I put up about being black or about being a brown woman? I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm happy with what God gave me. And I'm pretty sure that that other woman is happy with what God gave her. So I'm not going to allow negative people to get me involved with beefs. And I'm definitely not going to allow negative people to make me start insulting another race of people. I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't run into racist people of other races very often. That maybe because they recognize my white roots. So I have white roots as well as African, as well as Japanese and Native American. So I don't need to sit up here and go back and forth and fight with nobody and be uncomfortable. And, and I even told this person, if that is your preference of people, okay, fine, don't hate on me. Because I'm getting ready, y'all, I'm getting ready to buy a house, number one. In the next year, I'm going to be buying a home as well as starting my business, starting my shop. I already started the business. I already got a reputation, even over here in Georgia. But I will be starting my business, selling spiritual products and stuff. I'll be opening up a witchy shop. And I figure I'm going to start small is what I'm going to do, which is nothing wrong with that. And it don't even have to be a big shop anyway, because I wanted a spa and all this stuff. And I do have a tendency to dream real big. But you know what? Right now, a little shop where I can, decorate it really, really pretty. And I'm cool, and I appreciate my haters. Thank you for recognizing me. Thank you. I appreciate that. But downing somebody for what they don't have already, in my opinion, it's ignorance. In my opinion, it's ignorance. You know what? And I'm going to tell y'all something. My ex, who is my baby daddy, he bothered me for years spiritually. It just seems like to me that the men that I have unfortunately chosen, if I don't accept them being abusive to me, they're going to come after me and attack me and try to force that on me. And so y'all know I know how to take care of folks spiritually. I'll sit up here and write out a cord cutting. Actually, I don't need to do that anyway because the cord is cut. I'm just going to light this candle and keep it pushing. For real. Because it's like, dude, you're evil. I'm gonna be honest with you. The main reason why I had to quit messing around with Mike, and I said his name, but here, dude, you evil. Mike is evil incarnate. And he even admitted to me one day. He said, no, I'm not a good person. So he thinks low of himself at the same time. So, it's sad that I couldn't change him, that I couldn't help him, but he's got to discover that for himself, doesn't he? So he knows what it is. He knows what it is that he needs to do. Is he going to actually do it? Who knows? Maybe he'll get his life together because, he's always talking about what I don't have, but I feel like I have more than him on my own, evidently. So, but no, man, here's my thing. The reason why I had to dump this person is because I'm not going to have you consistently messing with my energy to where my vibrations are going up and down. So, he wants to try to control my psyche and control control how people perceive me. Don't nobody care about that. You don't have no power over me. And y'all women, don't let no man have no power over you like that. Okay, especially not a Dusty. He need to dust himself off is what he need to do and quit tripping all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not even necessary. And I don't feel that he's evil. I feel like he's got evil inside of him that he needs to like work out like any other person that may be negative, a negative person like that. He's got some things that he needs to get out of him. Because I remember and you know what? It is a spiritual thing. Hopefully, God will get him right one day for another woman and for his children. That's what I will say. I cleanse this candle of any and all negative energy. I got to light an orange candle tonight, y'all. Anyway, I wish I could tell him, hey, look, I have a lot going on in my life. My eyes swollen. I'm trying to raise my kids. Can you please stop attacking me so that you can get validation on the internet? Can you please stop attacking me just because people that are jealous of me tell you to? That would be nice. I mean, but that usually requires being a decent person, okay? And that's something that he can't do. So, nobody's going to judge me because you're a lowlife and you dog out the people that care about you. Good evening, Orion's daughter. Trying to get people to dislike me because he's an embarrassment to himself. So, failing every test that God gives him. I don't have no feelings, y'all, because I've been protecting my heart chakra. And I've been sensing that this person that I'm talking about has been doing spiritual work on me. So I think I'm going to ask my dad. I think I'm going to call him again and say, Dad, can you please block this man? Because my dad will block you. He will block you. Or either one of my cousins, and my cousin is out of prison too. He did 20 years, not a year. So, my cousin is strong. I love him so much. I miss him so much. Oh my God. I remember when my cousin used to put me on the back of his bike and like ride me around. And so he was I miss my cousin so much. Like and no, it ain't nothing freaky or nothing like that. Cause a lot of people will think like that, but it just, I actually had the best relationship with the men in my family. And, that's because you need their protection. So I used to cook for all my cousins and stuff, and they come over and eat breakfast, and I make a 5-star breakfast. You know what I'm saying? For my cousins that were males, because, you do need their protection and their love. If I could call him right now, I think I'm going to add him on Facebook. So, and I do call to my ancestors as well. Hex him. Orion's daughter said hex him. Man, I done already hexed him. That's why he acting like that, evidently. But you right about that. Bind him, do something, huh? Yeah, I agree, Orion's daughter. I agree. I get along with family members better. I can get along with anybody that is get alongable. Is that a word? Is that a word? I just, you know what? I'm gonna make an effort to get along with everybody, and even though I'm still a fighter, I'm just gonna humble myself. Is what I'm gonna do. Just so that I don't have to continuously stay in a dark place. Because guys, if you go over to the Love Light Love channel, I went to a very, very dark place the day that we broke up because he promised something to me and he did not keep his promise. And he's mad because, I mean, regardless if you say that I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm still going to not ever put up with a man doing that to me, the stuff that he was doing. No. So that's the reason for talking crazy, saying that you fat and you're worthless because, abusers and narcissists, you got to love them. And so I'm going to really, really walk within that spirit of, because talking to my daddies, my dad is a trip. He told me, he said, shoot, I'm praying for my enemies, because that's basically him saying, because anybody that's my enemy, you better be careful. For real. I've done certain stuff to my parents spiritually, but I've never ever did anything to like kill them or anything like that. And I definitely wouldn't be putting no Bible curse on my parents because like I'm their kid. So that wouldn't be smart. But if I have to, if I feel like something energetically or a spirit is coming from my father, which it don't necessarily have to be my father, I will fight those, because some of the ancestors can be a little oppressive. The ancestors, our original ancestors, boy, they want us out in nature, out walking in the forest among the trees. That's where they want us. So they like, this house is killing you. Yeah, I have a roof over my head, but you think it's good for me to be living with mold in this house? And that's okay, because I'll survive. But it's just crazy that somebody that claims to care about you would know that you're going through that, and that you would start attacking me when you already know what I'm going through. That's horrible. So I tell you what I will do, Orion's daughter. I'm going to send his negative energy back to him. That's what I'll do. Because I can't convert it to sexual energy. Normally, if you arguing with your man, boy, you can definitely turn that into sexual energy, but he's not my man because we broke up, and I'm going to keep it that way. Yeah, I don't need any more negative energy, Michael. I'm already going through enough. Maybe that's why you shouldn't be so thirsty for it. And I think my spirit's going to get him. You may end up getting some energies of empathy, especially being that we go into the full moon, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I am a very powerful witch. Let's keep it real, okay? The last time I got back together with him, I did a love spell on him that literally took 24 hours to work, which tells me that the protection factor is not very good over there. But I'm a good person though. Like any man that give me women, if you got a man doing that to you, tell yourself, you know your worth, know thyself, ladies. And it took a lot of energy to break me apart from him, but I needed to be broken apart from him. So anybody that was trying to break us up, I appreciate y'all. Because y'all set me free for real, because he's very evil. For you to be able to do work like that and bring out that kind of evil in him, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Because, the energy he was giving me, and, why couldn't he just make up with me? Why couldn't he just say, you know what, I'm sorry for what I did? Yeah, they are. They are. And I already got my landlord attacking me. So why would you do that? What, do you want me to be sick? You want me to be like miserable or something? And I think that's what he wants. But I'm just going to write this return to sender work real quick. Because that's not right. And you know what? He has no one to tell him that. No one over there is telling him that except for just a few select people. And I appreciate those people, because he is wrong. He shouldn't be treating a woman like that. I appreciate all of my sisters on here. Fleur Brun did an amazing I am still sub to her. I had unsubbed for probably a few weeks or whatever because, you know, I didn't want to accept some things that she has said about reptilians. So I actually got kind of disappointed in that. But other than that, I resubbed because she has some very powerful content for women. Y'all should go and sub to her. She's very empowering for women because she was actually talking about a temple that they had built, a sanctuary that they had built for the Divine Mother. And you know what? A lot of the people that was watching that, if you didn't feel that she was talking about you, then you got to get your mind right because she's talking about every woman, not just herself, but the Divine Mother, the woman period, with these toxic males and females. And she touched on the subject of toxic femininity. And I'm not being drawn back into it, because he began to verbally lash out and abuse me when I said that I would be with women. He got very upset about that. And at the very core of this guy, he does hate women. He does. Let's keep it real. And I'll go through it with you. I'll go out with you and have a drink with you. I'll be watching that drink. I'll go out and have a drink with them and play some pool with them and say, hey, what's up with your hatred for women? Okay? He's kind of a smooth Casanova. Y'all know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Jack Nicholson in The Witches of Eastwick. I think I may order that movie. My spirits have been taking care of me. I'm not broke. Guys, I'm going through a lot right now with my landlord because I'm moving. So that means that I have money to move. So, and so good things are happening for me, but it's just the haters. Y'all notice how I told you when something good is getting ready to happen for you, people will start hating because my landlord got upset because I'm moving. He don't want his gravy train to stop, which is kind of ridiculous. So he started spiritually attacking me. We're going to deflect this evil eye too. Because that's what these men will do, y'all. They be sending us the stink eye, especially if we don't just bow down. He wanted me to accept. He wanted me to accept him constantly telling me that other women were better than me. And I'm like, no, no, dude. And regardless if I'm a dime piece or a 20 piece, I think I'm a 20 piece personally. I don't need to be a dime piece. I'm a 20 piece. Whatever. You got to be respectful of me and you can't be abusive. So every woman deserves to be treated like a queen by her man. And I said it. You heard me and I told you no other women. I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept that. And women, stand in your power when it comes to men that treat women like that. No. It ain't even about how I feel about her. It's about how I felt about you. And I'm not going to accept that. She may accept that or maybe not. Other women may accept that. I'm not going to accept that. I am an only child. I am spoiled. I got to be the only one. Period. So, I don't care how old I get, even when I'm an old woman. What old married woman got her husband running around telling her that other women are better? Don't nobody do that. Especially when you purposely starting stuff, oh, y'all, Michael Jackson is coming through, y'all. Oh, God, my nose. So, yeah, man, I am very, very sick from living in this house, but only because of my allergies. So, y'all make sure y'all pray for me. I'm not dying or anything. It's very uncomfortable, and I'll never forgive him for doing this. Like, this, you know what? Let me tell y'all something about cancers. Cancers may forgive you, but they don't forget. So I'll never forget how he treated me during such a time that I needed him. I needed him to be better, to be a better person than this to me. Like, that's kind of evil. I'll never forget the evil that you did to me. Never. And let cruelty, pain, and evil ways follow this villain throughout his days. Reverse the torment he creates, eternal him a crueler fate. You know what, guys? The other day when me and this guy had gotten into it, I went through a breakup. It started raining and thundering during the daytime. So sometimes that's Hecate though. But you know how they say it's an old wives' tale that if it rained during the daytime, the devil was beating his wife. And I know for a fact that he's a woman beater. And he tried to tell me one time, he tried to ask me one time, am I going to let him beat me? I said, dude, are you crazy? Like, beat me for what? How do I deserve being beat? I don't deserve being beat up. Mm-mm. That's what unhappy people do. No, no, no. Thank you, Orion's daughter. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys so much. I know y'all were disappointed in me for doing that, but I thought I was doing the right thing. I did. I thought by giving him a chance that I was doing the right thing. I thought I was making a peace offering, but clearly it just created more war that he couldn't handle. So Zelda down there barking. Oh, my nose, y'all. I gotta light some of this reversible oil. Y'all know that the oils give off a certain scent. Even if you don't detect it, you detect it spiritually. Your oils will give out a certain scent to work that energy off of you because, I had no idea that he was going to be that negative tonight. I was completely blindsided by the hatred that he showed, and it's disturbing. And as a woman, I'll never trust again to, if I do, I mean, we can go out on a date with my new boyfriend as long as I have a bodyguard or something. Maybe we'll go and shoot some pool and have a beer and we can discuss your self-hatred. So maybe I should have told him, hey, look, I'm going through something right now, but would he have cared? He's over there trying to impress people that really will never be impressed by him. So anyway, I'm not going to let his petty behavior stop me because once I move out of here, I will be moving into a home that I'm going to be renting to own. Okay, I'm about to get into a rent to own type of thing. I got my landlord being evil towards me, trying to attack me, which he did the last time I gave notice to vacate. So y'all send me some blessings so that he'll stop doing that and some prayers. You must be way back because I said 20 piece like 20, 30 minutes ago. Well, I know that you can talk about me now, but I will be buying my house and you can't do anything to stop that. Is how I feel. Ooh, this oil smells so good, y'all. The reversible oil that they sell at what's the name of that company? Original Products. And they ship your stuff quick. They are superb in their customer service. I've never had to call customer service, but and that's what, that's actually a good sign, even though companies mess up sometimes. So I'm not saying Azure Green ain't good. I still love y'all, Azure Green. But this reversible oil, it smells so good. It smells so good. It does. And it's like an aromatherapy thing. And even the reversal incense that I've tried before, it just puts off a very good scent. Coconut and aloe is what I would burn if somebody is doing, because I'm already sensitive. And and then I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. I've been having dreams about him as well, which means that spirit is telling me that he's doing some kind of spiritual work on me or something, which is to say the least crazy. Okay, there we go. Cool. Y'all, Jacob took an extra long nap earlier, so he's up. I need to get some more of his melatonin gummies. They got the gummy melatonin for kids. I think you can start giving your child melatonin at the age of 2. Melatonin is also very, very, very powerful magically. It's very therapeutic because you know, with these men doing, I mean, Jacob couldn't even sleep last night. It was so much negative energy being sent over here by the landlord. And I absolutely cannot stand that guy. I'm in transition and I know I'm gonna survive. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna order my boxes. I always order boxes from U-Haul. Y'all hold on real quick. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know what? I do need to call the mother Isis because Hecate, she came through, but she didn't stay long. I haven't been sensing Hecate. So Hecate comes through like Mary Poppins. She don't always stay. She'll come and drop some energy and some power to you, and she'll tell you to use your power. She don't really like for you to be too codependent on her. I would go to Isis. I would work with Isis years ago. Um, when I was dealing with a man that was, I think ISIS is really, really good when you're dealing with an abusive man. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for because I think I'm going to listen to maybe some ISIS meditation or something. I would love to get an ISIS tattoo on my sternum, just like Rihanna. I would love to get that. Thank you so much, though, guys. Y'all make me feel so much better because right now I don't need nobody cussing me out, attacking me in social media. I really need love right now because of what we're going through. So as long as I have that love and that support, I can get through this because I definitely did need to leave him alone. Because, just the way he was disrespecting me and the way he was representing me in the public. And that's not cool. I deserve better than that. So yeah, I know. I've actually went to I've worked with Isis a lot in the past. I haven't worked with her in years. I may go ahead and invoke her. Well, you invoked her actually, so I can definitely feel her energy. She is very, very soothing to women in particular because it's really wrong for men to do that. And my landlord was doing the most. He was trying to eliminate my kids. He sent a bunch of negative energy over here while my daughter was pregnant. My landlord is ick because he don't he's just thinking about what's going to serve his selfish purpose. He's very selfish and diabolical. So I noticed I started getting all these obstacles and stuff. And believe it or not, your landlord can have that effect over on you. If you're dealing with a professional renting company, which is what I'm about to do, that's why I'm paying the credit card bills and stuff, make sure my credit is good. And then also, we all know that this hater, my landlord, ain't going to give me a rental reference, even though I paid my rent on time for 3 years straight. He's a jerk. Yeah, he won't. None of his intent will. And guys, pretty soon we will be safe. Hey, I'm on camera. I didn't mean to do that. Pretty soon we will be safe and away from the evil eye because that's basically what he's doing. And he knows what I'm dealing with. He knows that I'm already dealing with the landlord attacking me. But since they all probably under the same demonic entity, that's why they're both doing it at the same time, you know? But I'll buy a house. I already have the visualization. And I got other things to do. I'm not bored. I think that this person does this out of pure boredom. And then also he needs validation. You know, those women that he's dealing with, for some reason, they need validation. And hearing him talk crazy about me makes them feel better. I don't know why, because I don't need for him to talk about you, you know, but I understand them being under his demonic influence because y'all being with him was almost like, it was like I was Phoebe. We was Phoebe and Beldazar, literally. And I would feel very evil around him sometimes. I would feel very evil. But then again, most of the time I felt like my normal self, but there were some times where the evil was just, it would just overflow in him. So I know his effect on people. You know, it was a couple of times he came over here and it was some spirit that he had on him just that just kept messing with my allergies because as soon as he left, I felt better. And you know, it was signs, you know, to get away from this person. And that's not what he wants. He wants to be able to see me in real life while at the same time turning into Beldazar on YouTube. I'm just not gonna do it. What's up, Victoria? Oh, you know what? I have an ink. I have an ink. I can't locate it right now, but I have one. And I noticed that I felt extremely powerful and protected when I was wearing that ink. Oh my God. He's stalking me. Okay, I need to take this and the rest of his gifts out to the trash. I forgot to take that out. I was looking for my ink and I tripped the little sensor. Hi Michelle, how are you? Even though you go on his channel and talk about me, how are you? Yeah, I'm not gonna let him have me getting into it with people and all that stuff. I don't even care, you know. I don't even care anymore. It's very inappropriate, in my opinion, to have a bunch of beefs like that amongst people that don't even know each other. It'd be different if anybody actually ever did anything to each other. You know, I have had people on YouTube do me dirty though, but like I said, my theory was that that was him that was doing it. He just evil, and you know what? He's narcissistic, and I don't know if he's gonna be like that just for right now, or maybe he's just, you know, like that for the rest of his life. It doesn't matter. You know, I have the right to move on. So I really would appreciate it if he would just leave me alone and move on. Yeah, it is hard because I did care about him and he turned against me, you know, and I feel that he was against me the whole time, even when we were supposedly together. You know, you can be evil and say, oh, I was playing you and I didn't really like you. And well, you know what? That's you not being true to yourself. So I'm cool. You know, seriously. Oh, Diamond Duchess, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, it is, y'all. But I got an even bigger enemy that I'm dealing with right now, believe it or not, and that is my landlord. My landlord is an even bigger enemy of mine right now. Because when I put in my notice to vacate, he decided he wanted to evict me. What? Wait a minute. So legally, he can't do that, guys. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Even if people bring this up, clearly the landlord is in the wrong. Clearly he is, because he failed to do very important repairs, which was do mold remediation. Now, me finding a place while he was doing that, like just a temporary place for us to go to while he made the repairs, he didn't necessarily have to pay for that, but he does need to fix the issue in the house. That's a very serious issue, obviously. That's why I'm always snorting and snotting and smelling weird smells in the house because, but what I was going to say about that is that in Georgia, they have a very, very tight law in Georgia that protects us from slumlords. In Georgia, you can actually not, you can withhold rent. And right now, the garbage disposal is not fixed. And y'all know that if a garbage disposal is broken, that sucker need to be clean. That sucker need to be working because it can put a sewer, almost a sewage smell. So I can't even wash my dishes correctly in this house. I mean, I can wash them. I use the other side of the sink. And I also use bleach. So our dishes are obviously sanitary, but it makes things harder. So, he's clearly in the wrong. Over here in Georgia, he tried to bully me for his rent. I said, I'm not paying you a dime until you come over here and fix stuff. And he knew, he knew I was the type of tenant that would do that. So they have what's called withhold and reduce, to where you can either withhold all or some of the rent required for repairs. I think it's called repair and something. So him not fixing a mold issue, he has no alibi for that. What is your excuse? And he wanted to bully me. And see, I'm going to tell y'all something that's real. This is how landlords like him end up with a bunch of stuff, because he literally tried to send a raven over here to run me up out here. I stood up. I said, if you don't get out my damn house, that's exactly what I told it. I held a stick, Apollo stick in my hand. And I said, if you don't get your ass out my house and go right on back over to that landlord, leave me alone. And it left. He was trying to run me up out of here, because he knew that I put in notice to vacate. You leave now. And trust me, I'm going to be leaving as soon as possible. Good Lord, because this man is thirsty, clearly. Gonna send a rain. It was some kind of negative spirit he sent over here. Hey, at the end of the day, this is your house, but I told that thing, I said, look, this is not my house. I don't own it, but I have a leasehold estate in this house, so you need to leave. You do not have the right to be. It was some kind of negative spirit he sent over here. And I ain't about to sit. I said, dude, I told him, I said, you already know that I'm moving the end of October. It's probably gonna be sooner than that though. Real talk. But I said, you know that I'm moving. I got a bunch of stuff. This house is filled with my stuff. I got spiritual items. I got TVs. I got beds. I got furniture. I got a washer and a dryer. He ain't about to sit up here and put me in a desperate position to where I can't even move my stuff. That's how landlords end up acquiring free stuff from the tenant. I'm taking everything of mine up out of here. Of course, the stove and the refrigerator don't belong to me, but that washer and dryer. So, dude, you ain't about to sit up here and do that. You gonna have to give me a feasible time, and you can't sit up here and file no eviction on somebody that already gave you notice. See, he's been retaliating. So that's what I've been dealing with him. Honey, it'll be over soon. It'll all be over soon. Yeah, I do cleanse this house, and I found that I have to do it very often, and it's because of the landlord. The landlord doesn't feel that I need to have my own business. He feels that I should just sit here and be broke with nothing. So, and we're not going to really get into what all of that is about. But if you are a woman that is on a housing subsidy and you want to own your own home, you can do it. You just can't do it under the roof of somebody that is that oppressive. I feel extremely uncomfortable being in his house. But, when I get off of here, because I'm drinking me a glass of wine right now, relaxing or whatever, I'll get through it. It's almost the end of the month. It's almost the middle of the month. So, and my life is going to get better while his is going to get worse because I doubt it if he'll be able to rent this property with mold in it. Oh, you're so sweet. Who is this that told me if I need help moving, they'll help? You are so sweet. Thank you. Whoever this is that texted me, I'm gonna text you back. What I was gonna do was just hire movers. I might rent a U-Haul or something. Usually movers will have their own truck though. That's usually how I move. The last time we moved into here, um, guys, and spirit is gonna lead me to a good place for us because see, I'm not gonna let also another thing, I'm not gonna let him rush me and put a bunch of pressure on me and make me choose to move to a worse place or just as bad. I'm not gonna let him do that either. So yeah, y'all had to block my landlord from texting my phone. Cause I told him my rights in Georgia. Anytime out, you need to find another place. Duh. Duh. What do you think I'm doing? That's why I put in the notice to vacate. So it's a narcissist. My landlord is narcissistic. Very. And he's a liar. He claimed that he owns several houses in this block. You too thirsty and desperate. Okay. Oh Lord, whoever that is that's texting me is funny. I'm not going to answer that question. I usually go through stuff because people don't want to let me go. Oh yeah, coworkers can be bad too. I agree. I totally agree. I've had all different types of coworkers. I done had coworkers pull their penis out in their cubicle. Not pull it out, he pulled his pants down. I done had coworkers to say crazy stuff to me and do magic on me. And that's why, but see, I've been working from home for like the past 10 years. But guys, when I worked in property management, I did good. It was the men in my life. Like I never forget when I was with my ex, and that was the one that I was in the physically abusive relationship with. And I was working at the same property that we were living on. And I got extreme support from my coworkers and my boss as well. So I can't even lie, that was the best field for me to be in. If I was going to have a job, that would be it. And at any moment I could go and apply for a job like that and have a Bombay house or townhouse or apartment. You know what I'm saying? I have that experience under my belt, and then I was a licensed realtor in Kansas City, Missouri. And I was licensed in Kansas as well. But this is what I like doing. And the devil there's no devil or negative energy that has the right to punish me because I am doing God's work. I believe with my heart and soul that I am doing God's work. So I'm good. So I also think it's that witch thing. People like to blame all their problems and stuff on witches. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jacretia? Hey, Zen Bona. Yeah, man, I can't find my Oregon spear, y'all. It's weird. I wonder if he stole it. He might have stole it. Because I have not been able to find that damn thing unless it's under the bed. Now, it could be under the bed. And I do need to clean under my bed. But I got a feeling that it's not in this house. I feel like I stole it. That's okay. I can afford to order another one. My spirits bless me with whatever I need. You know, anything that's missing that I can't find, I focus on it and I take my energy out of it. And I did, as a witch, you have to do certain defensive magic. Like if you know that somebody has an item of yours, you have to like disempower it and take your energy off of it because people can tap into your energy. So, disabling items that people have from you is a good idea. I don't know if he took it or not, but all I know is that I can't find it. So, because as an empath, I absorb. I do have a tendency to absorb negative energies because I'm empathic. But, I'm also a healer, so it's all good. Girl, I've been in tune with my spirits for years. That's the one thing about me. I have always been a prayer. And even since I was a child, I would always talk to these spirits that you don't see. So I think that kind of scared my family a little bit. I've always been in tune with them, the fairies and everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's that presence that is there. And then also I'm a medium. So, you know, being a medium can make you extremely sensitive. And especially when you already, I just don't believe in kicking people when they down. I just wouldn't do that to somebody. You know that I'm down. You know my eyes swollen. It's not because nobody hit me. It got irritated. My eye don't never swell up like that. So I'm healing from the evil eye anyway. So when I get, oh my God, when I get out of here, y'all, I can just see the day. And you know what? I actually felt that same feeling when I moved into this house until people discovered my address. But I think there were certain things about this house that I was going to eventually have to move on from. And my landlord don't want to let me go. He knows that it's really over, and I don't even have like a relationship with my landlord. Like my father asked me, he said he must have something for you then. And he said, well, if I said no, I said ain't nothing going on personal between us. He said, well, because I was gonna say that, your rent should be free then if that's what was going on. And I'm like, no, I don't do stuff like that. I pay my own rent. So, he's married and, it's like, what's going on with your wife to where you got to try to trap women in your house? Like, what's going on with that? But it may not be her fault. Maybe she just, but I sensed him and his wife kind of attacking me. I'm like, no, there's certain things that I want. First of all, I would love a lake house. I want hardwood floors. I want a house that's well insulated. I want a house with screens on the windows. Hello. Can I get a house that got some screens on the windows so I can open up the windows? Yeah, you're right. It did. When I got into it with my landlord, he was sending all kind of stuff over here, but I don't care what somebody send over here. I'm still gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of faith in my spirits. I do. I have a lot of faith in my spirits that they'll get me through this. So, and I'm just looking forward to it because they are moving me, y'all. The spirit is moving me. They are moving me, y'all. I am so happy about that. I'll just be able to relax. Nobody will have my address. Oh my God. My son is already making plans to get him a job. And he's wanting to get a job and get out there so that he can meet a woman. My son needs a life. He needs a social life, and so does Jacob. So I don't know exactly what people think attacking me is gonna do, but I can tell y'all that the landlord was spiritually attacking the heck out of me, y'all. Like I would try to go up to the store and I would just it was almost like he was trying to keep me in the house 24/7 too. So it's not a good idea for me to have any more private owned companies, landlords. Like I feel like they need to be more commercial where everything is automated. The person's not coming and picking up rent. I can just pay my rent online and it's like, look, we got a nice place for you. You pay your rent and then that's it, without worrying about it. So I am so looking forward to that, y'all. Y'all know I'm not gonna I'm obviously I won't be able to show my house, but you guys will definitely be able to notice. You'll be able to see the background is gonna look different. So, but every place that I've moved it, you know what? This place was okay. It's not necessarily for. I feel like it would be more for a college student or something. I feel like this is like college student level living. It's not really fit for a family, in my opinion. Especially with them white floors. It looks like a dorm or a halfway house or something. Okay. It is, you know what I'm saying? But I've had nice places before. I have. So, Queen, what is the Osabo speaking to the spirit of lack? Do you know? Osbago. What? Man, you know what? We don't even know what lack is, man. We pulling in power and energy from the universe. All the witches are doing their prosperity work right now. We're going into the Maybon, the transition into autumn. And so this is harvest time right now. You know what I'm saying? And so if you got your harvest, because I don't know about y'all, I ate tonight and I ate some good food tonight too. Okay. My insurance is paid. I don't have no gas in my car. I need to go get some gas. But, God done gave me lights. I got water. And I got a pretty high water bill right now too. But Yemi Yah, she work all that out. You know what I'm saying? But, life is good. So I don't have nothing to really complain about. You know what I'm saying? My spirits always pull through for me. I'm over here doing a ritual right now for a client and other stuff for myself. I need to do a healing. I do. You know what? Spirit told me to order these blue candles too. I got a bunch of blue candles. So Spirit told me to, I'm going to do some healings and stuff on my eye. Yeah, I don't know what that was in my eye. But like I said, it was some hairs that were turned upward. And I think it just got irritated. So I rinsed out my eye with salt water and honey. Um, and yeah, pretty soon it's gonna be nice. It is. So I deserve that privacy too. Cause it's no, your address should not be given out to the public. And do y'all know, can I tell y'all something just about that Michael Moore? Not, I'm sorry, Mike Mills. He blamed me for his address being dropped. That's how disillusioned he is. That's how much poor judgment that he has. Because my address got dropped by the black sector too. And it's not my fault that you choose to be around those people. So you're trying to blame me for your actions as a man. You knew those people would do that to you. You shouldn't have been running around here, dealing with them in any way. Like, how dare you say that it's my fault that your own chaotic situation hurt you in the long run. So he felt like I did it. Well, I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, in my opinion. But I was ready to forgive for him because, and you know what the oxymoron was about it, and how I knew that he was very delusional, which narcissistic people usually are, is because I forget what I was going to say. It was some point I was going to make about the, you, no, you dropped my address on your show. You know what I'm saying? And I've never done that to him over here. So, now you know how it feels. So he got his karma, evidently, is what happened. Oh, that fiery wall of protection oil. I noticed that it's really, really good for psychic vampires. Because after my landlord started attacking me, I did some work today to stop him from doing that. And you know what? I didn't use the fiery wall of protection oil. I used the happy home oil that I made. But that fiery wall of protection oil, it protects you from all things. It's just like a all around. But it's really, really good for psychic vampirism and stuff like that. Very good for that. So, no, excuse me. I don't care about somebody roasting me and saying whatever they want to say about me. I'm not going to sit up here and accept less than what I deserve. And then talking about my body. Look, I love my body. I think my body is beautiful, regardless if somebody else doesn't like it. My body is healthy. My body knows how to heal. So y'all, and it's like I always have been the type of person to stand up to people that are doing stuff like that. But I ain't got to sit up here and fight you. I'll let my spirits fight you. Yeah, but prayers are definitely needed. Yeah, you know what? Men like Mike will upset the balance in a woman's mind and try to upset the balance of your household. I cannot wait until because normally, guys, I sleep at nighttime. I sleep at nighttime for real. So, you know, it's healthier for your body, in my opinion, to get up at some time in the morning instead of being up all night and taking a couple of hour naps during the day. So I'll be able to get my proper rest knowing that people are not, you know, knowing where I live. So, that's going to be nice. I agree. I do deserve respect. But when somebody is used to disrespecting you, you can't really change that. That's kind of where me and him started out. And it's because of his personality. If it were not him and just the way that he is, then he would have never been disrespectful to me in the first place. So, but I'm not going to sit up here and allow myself to be disrespected like that. It's just negative energy. It's not even that, what you're saying is true. It's not even that I believe you. Like, I already see myself in a better place working towards opening up my shop. I can already see it. And that is where I'm being led to. This little space and time in between that transition, it ain't going to phase me. Because you know what I'm going to try to do, y'all? I'm going to try to move about a week before Halloween. That way we can kind of be settled in so that I can celebrate Halloween properly. So we're going to be celebrating. We're not going to be sitting up there sad and hanging around with the black sector and being sad every day. No, like once I move out of here, I don't even have to watch none of that stuff because, I really don't even have to watch it now. I really don't even have to do that. But, I feel like it's definitely going to be a very powerful cleansing and core cutting when I get away from, all of that. People knowing where you live is not a good thing. It's not, because they can try to direct energy towards you. Now, I know I do need to go outside, put down some black salt. I think I'm going to do that, because I believe that since this dude hangs around with my enemies, that he's doing stuff like that to try to make it harder for me to move. And I just don't trust you. And I'm glad that I'm not going to tell you where I live. I'm not. The spirit already told me. Spirits actually told me that it would be okay, but I don't even want to take the chance. Why would it be worth it for somebody that's disrespectful? And flip floppy. I mean, I don't believe that I'm being sent nearly as much negative energy from him as those other women, those toxic females. I'm not near about getting as much as what I'm getting from them, from him. So, but I don't even want to take the chance of him going and giving out my address or some crazy mess like that. I'm not putting, even though Spirit said it may be okay, because I actually threw the cards, but at that moment it would have been okay, but he changes so much. I bet you if I rethrow the cards and say, will it be okay for you to let this guy know where you live? They'll probably say no. And the reason why is because of the way he's acting right now. So, it's kind of like sometimes those readings can be subjective. And, I'm a strong person, but I don't want to have to struggle like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to struggle like that. Like, it's not even like that for me. And in fact, when I was in Kansas, they didn't know where I lived, but there was a couple of people. I believe that there was a few people in my family that knew where I lived, but I don't talk to those people no more because of the same reason. After you go through what I've been through for like 4 or 5 years straight, trust me, some time to heal for about a year or two is the best place to go. And that's what I'm going to do, to where I ain't got to deal with none of that crap for a couple of years so I can give my body time and rest. That way I can just make my potions, come out with my new products, and just be a woman without having to be at war with these people who choose to be at war. I didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose me. They the one that chose to beef with me. And I'm a woman. I shouldn't have to be going through all this war. So it's time for me to relax. And ain't falling for it again. You know how when you just like, okay, guys, when I do your readings and I can see the Four of Swords, it's like you need to get away and relax, take a vacation. That's what that Four of Swords means. When you get away and relax. And guys, I have not had a vacation in about 10 years. And the type of energy and the type of negativity that these people send, yes, it can cause heart attacks, strokes, kidney problems, and health problems. Yes, it can. But you know what? I protect my heart chakra. I do. And I have been resting earlier. And I think my landlord had actually stopped attacking me earlier. He had stopped after I spoke with my father. And I don't know if he does that again. I think I'm going to call my dad and say, hey, I'm going to give you my landlord's number. Can you call and holler at him? That's something that the police shouldn't have to do. Like your male family members should be doing that stuff. Ask them. Ask any police officer, because the police, they used to call people as a courtesy and say, hey, why don't you leave her alone? And just kind of, but that's, to be honest with you, that's stuff that the men in your family should do for you as a woman and vice versa. And I'm not messing with him. I haven't done anything. I haven't done any love spells. I haven't done any revenge spells. I've only done protection, and I take my energy back. That's the only thing I've done, is taking my energy back, because I need my energy. You know what I'm saying? It's for me and my family. So this guy began roasting me and asking for donations because he knows that that's an easy way for him to get money. You know, I don't even know. I really personally think that he misses me. But then again, he tried to have me, but then he wanted to be Beldazar, Beldazar on YouTube. No. So I did not accept those terms of a relationship, and I have the right to not accept that. He made an offer and I wasn't happy with it. That's the way of the world. So, and sometimes you got to do that for the sake of your health and the sake of your sanity and the sake of your life. I have goals. I swear to God, I want all of my goals more than I want him. And that's what you have to decide for yourself as a woman sometimes. Maybe one day I want a bidet. How you know I don't want a bidet and an extra tall fireplace and a study? I want those things more than I want him, because with him or without him, he doesn't want me to have that, because he thinks so low of me, I guess. So if you're going to go against my dreams and you're not going to help me, realize my dreams, and I'll drop you like a bad habit, like a hot potato. Because I do have standards of living. And my number one standard of living is not having police and defects at my house every month. I've never had anything like that before. So, because I don't need that. I'm actually a normal person. He was trying to make me look mentally unstable. Yeah, buddy. I want to say this to men. If you're attacking a woman like that, of course you're going to upset her. But I'm not mentally unstable. You do that, I go on. I move on. So I am very strong minded. Everybody isn't like that. Everybody isn't strong minded. But for me, I am, because I've always been strong like that. I am a mother. And I've had to be strong for my children. I've had men kick in my door. I've had a crazy man sitting outside of my house all night long, and I've had to consistently stay strong for my children. But you know what? It's time for me to kick back and put my feet up and relax. At the end of the day, regardless of what a lot of these crazy men say, I am still a woman. And even though I'm starting to realize, and I'm not trying to be on this race baiting thing, but there are a lot of melanated men that will try to treat melanated women like they're men. And at the end of the day, I am a woman. I am to be taken care of. I am to be treated like a Fabergé egg, especially by the man that I'm loving on. So if you as a man, if you're on your P's and Q's, does that woman ever have to break dishes? If you as a man was on your P's and Q's, would she have to get upset with you? Nope, she wouldn't. Okay, she wouldn't. If you're a man and you treat a woman like that, of course she's going to defend herself, and she's going to be defensive, and she's going to maybe even cuss you out or curse you or curse you. And for you to choose to say, oh, well, I'm going to treat this person better when it's obvious, you know what I'm saying? And then say, but you ain't never disrespected that other woman. You disrespected me out the gates, literally for no reason. So, guys, I'm just keeping that drama out of my life. Thank the goddess. And, when I move out of here, the night that I move, I'm going to tell you something, guys. I'm going to do my champagne spell. I'm going to go tomorrow, buy me a bottle of champagne to celebrate when I move out of here. And I'm going to keep it until I move and pop that sucker that night and relax in a place with fresh air. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with it. I know how to tap into the future. I've done it before, but I've never lived in a place like this, like y'all. And I don't care what nobody says. It's not other witches. It's my landlord, because I mean, this, okay, first of all, this house is super duper haunted. It's super duper haunted. Y'all, it's like a poltergeist is in this house. And literally the whole front door began to rise up, and there was a big hole in front of the door. So a lot of the witches, they'll say, "Ah, well, I did that to you, or I saw that, or whatever." Yeah, well, I'm living in kind of a haunted house, and I am a witch. So, I kind of specialize in spirit. So, and I do make offerings to the spirits in this house. And so, it is about paying respects, but, it's a spirit that kept coming over here that my landlord was sending, and I have to send that sucker on somewhere. You got to go. And the best way to do that, call your ancestors. Also, guys, even though I'm moving, I have to put a big 8x10 picture of myself. Somebody also told me to put a mirror by the front door, but putting a picture of yourself in your house clears up a lot of stuff. So I'm going to do that before I move. Um, even though I have my deities, pictures, and statues, it's very important for you to put pictures of yourself in your house and your children. And your children. So even though I don't put pictures of my grandbaby out on social media, my daughter does on her Facebook. Hopefully she don't have no crazy people following her, but I doubt it, because the children are all right. Trust me. They and I I talk to my daughters every single day. Not both of them, because Miss Daisy May is always busy, but I see them all the time, and they're doing good, happy. You know, you say your childhood home was haunted, or whatever used to shake the doorknob to my room. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, there definitely was an entity in here, and I have to drive it away at night. So I need to start saging at night before I go to bed. I think I got rid of that thing. Also, calling to your ancestors, for protection. And I have woke up with scratches on me and stuff like that, and weirdness. And I know it's definitely something up in that damn attic. Y'all know I ain't never been up in that attic. And you know what? That's actually a mistake. I think that if you have an attic, you should go up there and see what's up there. But I think I'm going to watch, when I get off of here, I'm going to watch that movie Haunted House. I appreciate y'all helping me absorb some of that man's negative energy. I really do. Y'all have no idea how much I appreciate it. Because y'all really do help me. And I know that a lot of my clients watch me too, especially the long term ones. So I just want to say thank you. I am so appreciative for everything that I have. I can't come on here and get upset and, act crazy when I'm blessed the way that I am. I just can't do it. Main reason that I know I'm blessed is that I woke up this morning. So, like Miss Seeley said, look, I may be black, nappy hair. I may even be ugly, which she wasn't. But dear God, I am here. That's literally the way that you have to be, and just keep rising. You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep listening to people that want to bring you down, and put you down, then you'll end up in that place. Make sure that you convert that energy to positive, because that is what I am going to consistently do. It's a certain feeling that my ancestors give me, like my grandmother, but it's like all of a sudden you feel just at peace. Your ancestors are going to make you feel at peace, and they're going to make you feel taken care of, and they're going to make you feel assured, and you're not going to be scared or confused. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what your ancestors can do for you. I always call to my grandma too. I call to everybody. Like this morning when I got up, I called to everybody. Do you understand me? You know what? Some of your ancestors that you don't necessarily know their names. That's why it's good to know your family lineage and stuff. But some of your ancestors are, you know, they're sort of existing on a higher realm than, than just people that you've met here on the earth. Like, for example, the Fae, or, if you work with certain entities like Andromeda, or like your deep ancestors in outer space. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to call to them too, and they will show up. They will, especially when you're doing spell work. Because I was doing spell work the other day, it got to raining outside. I felt so peaceful, and then the next day the landlord started to attack because he found out that I was moving. And then also, the house is not up to code. So I complained about it. He got very upset about that and decided, I'm not going to fix anything. And you just got to leave. It's like, I'm already leaving. Hello. So yeah, uh, I asked my ancestors to let this be an easy transition to where it is as least trauma as possible. And last night, that's when I had that eye thing. But it's almost like my body is purging something. Like all of a sudden, my eye got all weird, and it had like, how like when something going on with you. So something, I feel like when stuff like that happens, something is, because my landlord did give me the evil eye. He did. And he gives me the evil eye just so that he can try to keep me in this house. It's very bizarre. Then everything that I go through is a manifestation of my spiritual gifts, is what spirit is telling me. They telling me something's up with my left eye, like it's very powerful. So another thing spirit is telling me is that the reason why it happened in the first place, like this weird eye thing, and it's not swollen shut or anything like that, it's just a little swollen on the lid, is because there is a spiritual gift that is manifesting, is what they're telling me right now. So sometimes I get information from them, like random. And I remember when my finger got burnt. And ever since then, I felt like I've had like some kind of pyro power or something dealing with fire. But with a lot of the stuff, because y'all, if our full spiritual gift manifested all at once, it'd be trees burning down, houses burning down. We'll be, sending rays to each other through our hands. And so I don't think people ready for that, because people are way too, way too confused right now. But, you know, because yeah, when that happened, it was trauma, but I ended up feeling more powerful with my hand. And I always use that hand when I'm doing my spell work and stuff and certain things. And I've noticed that, so it's all kind of stuff, that weird stuff that can happen. you know. So, because I feel more powerful than ever. Eye of Horus, from what I learned, is gratefully. And you know what? That was what I've been thinking about all day. That's what I've been thinking about all day. Imagine the Eye of Horus manifesting in you. And that's what I feel is happening. So I will work with, the ancient Egyptian spirits too, which, I think that I have many spirit guides because I'm made up of so many different nationalities and races. I've got white spirit guides, I've got Native American spirit guides, I've got, African spirit guides, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's a part of your roots, and Japanese as well. So I've got to, sometimes when you got all that going on, you have many different things manifest because for some reason, I've been thinking about that, like every time something negative happens, I get stronger every single time. So just like I built up kind of a powerful resistance to the attacks from this one person that was attacking me today. Like I don't like you know how often I want you to attack me as a man? Never. I don't want you to ever attack me. If you're especially if you're a man in my life, the number of times per week that I want you to attack me spiritually, physically is zero, is never. Because number one, there's no need for all of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Orion's daughter. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. So, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much. You guys definitely made me feel better. I felt a lot of powerful healing energy coming through you guys. And I really, really appreciate you. And I really, really appreciate you guys even allowing me to, speak my truth and just having this amazing career or having this amazing life. I don't want to call witchcraft a career. I want to call it a way of living, a way of life. Just to have that, I feel eternally blessed. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna finish those full moon readings for you guys tomorrow. I did get busy today. I had a couple of readings to do, so thank goddess. I was busy. Otherwise, because I actually had 3 readings scheduled, but one of the readings kind of wore me out, and then dealing with. But I still did some amazing readings today. Like I was so tapped in. So anyway, thank you guys. I'm so grateful for you, and I'll see y'all later. Love and light.